Nirudyogi Bachao, Unemployed Bachao, dear students and rescue fighters of Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. Now I like to, participate in counter with encounter. So what is happening in this country? I like to discuss now. And also I like to say, especially in Delhi, air pollution issue. Who are the reason for this? Everybody is facing the problems. Not only Delhi, entire country. And I can say entire world also. Because we have ignored the atmosphere, we have ignored the weather, we don't care about anything, we only care about technology. This is a major problem. Now let's start our counter with encounter. Yeah, go ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's an all-out war over pollution in the national capital. The Aam Aadmi Party governments both in Delhi and Punjab can't wash their hands off.
See, Navika, you have said, yes, Delhi and Punjab is ruled by Aam Aadmi Party. So I understand your intention. You wanted to blame Aam Aadmi Party because they are ruling Delhi and Punjab. Since how many years they have been ruling? That is the question. In a overnight, it could not be resolved. It is not a rocket science. We should know before speaking that statement, before making that statement. Go ahead.
Centre has called out the state with fields of fire for choking Delhi with toxic air. Delhi's Lieutenant Governor has made it clear in a letter to Punjab Chief Minister that stubble burning in the state has converted the national capital into a gas chamber.
1 second here. You are saying that the stubble burning has created this type of environment. Whoever made that statement, you are completely supporting the BJP party. It is not correct way. The responsible should be taken Delhi as well as central government and state government. Right? This is a very important aspect. We should understand. Close it.
Vinay Saxena, in a hard-hitting letter, mentioned that volume of parali fires in Punjab has increased since 2021. He squarely blamed the Aam Aadmi Party government in Punjab for making the air quality in Delhi extremely hazardous and dangerous for the citizens due to the 90% stubble burning in Punjab.
See, you are talking about stubble burning. It is not the first time what they are doing. Stubble burning, it is compulsory and required, because once the formation is completed, the harvest time is over, the farmers definitely they do stubble burning. We should think about the solution. You have said that someone has written a letter, someone has mentioned. I don't think he has known everything. I don't think he knew about agriculture. You are talking about air pollution, Navikaji. See, air pollution, the reason is not only stubble burning. There are many reasons, many causes behind it.
With Bhagwat Mann on his side, Arvind Kejriwal today addressed a press conference and blamed the Parali mess on North India. He said that air pollution in winter was not a Delhi-specific problem at all, asserting that it affected the entire northern India and that there should be no blame game and politics on this issue.
Okay.
Listen in to the Aam Aadmi Party's defense.
Yeah, he has said already.
केजरीवाल इसका जिम्मेदार नहीं है, केवल दिल्ली और पंजाब की सरकारें इसकी जिम्मेदार नहीं है. इसके कई सारे कारण हैं. कई लोकल कारण हैं, कई रीजनल कारण हैं. एक राज्य की हवा एक राज्य में नहीं रहती, इधर से हवा उधर जाती है, उधर से हवा इधर आती है. तो जैसा हम कई बार कह चुके हैं, इसमें केंद्र सरकार को आगे आके इसके
492 करोड़ रुपए उसका
Punjab government, accusing them of not giving any incentive.
See here, the Punjab government is accusing central government. In the same way, central government is also accusing state governments. But they never come forward, they never talk each other before the media or before the people or any other way, other places. Simply it's a mind game. They blame each other. Finally, we could get result nothing. This is the reality, Navika.
Incentives to farmers.
किसान जिम्मेदार नहीं है, किसानों के लिए उन्होंने कुछ दिया ही नहीं, कुछ किया ही नहीं, इंसेंटिव नहीं दिया। हम पैसा दे रहे हैं किसानों को, अच्छा मूल्य देने की बात भी कर रहे हैं। शुक्र है कि
Sujata Pandey, political analyst, Parvinder Singh Sethi, political analyst, Ravi Srivastav, political analyst, Tehseen Poonawala, political analyst. But my first question goes to Mr. Suhail Seth, columnist. Mr. Suhail Seth, you live in Delhi and you possibly have an escape to other cities of the world or of the country. But people living in Delhi today really have nowhere to go and no air to breathe. I'm afraid. I've seen many people in my family, in my friend circle, small children, everybody.
Not only you, even I am afraid. I am also afraid. Even not only Delhi, Hyderabad also same situation. But Delhi has more crowd compared with other cities. That could be the reason behind it.
Having to resort to inhalers for just a common cold and cough, which is triggered off by the air we are breathing. How long are we going to continue just like this?
Until you don't arrest Arvind Kejriwal, until you don't arrest Bhagwat Mann, and until you don't arrest.
Excuse me, how they will be arrested? What Bhagwat Mann has done? Bhagwat Mann has, was selected as a CM recently. He has sworn as a CM for Punjab. He could do nothing. Bhagwat Mann, he is not a Bhagwan. Bhagwat Mann is a human being. Kejriwal is a human being. Bhagwat Mann and Mr. Arvind Kejriwal, since 8 years, they have been ruling the states. Or 1% recently. What about Modi? What about Congress party? You think before you speak.
People for complete dereliction of governance. Navika, 10 million people die across the world because of air pollution every year. The number that we contribute is by far the maximum. We have no shame. Our leadership has no shame.
Our leadership have no shame. We have no shame. That's correct. Narendra Modi has no shame. Kesar has no shame. We also have no shame before election.
The chief minister is a blot on humanity in terms of governance. Till 2021, these fellows were blaming Punjab. Today, they're blaming Northern India. This man is not interested in running Delhi. And who's suffering? The Delhi citizen, the citizen of the NCR. If he's not interested in running Delhi, the LG should invoke powers and sack him. How long will we continue to be pawns? You know, Bernard Shaw Navika said, when whales fight, shrimps are eaten. You and I and all the people on the panel are nothing but shrimps. Governance in this country has gone to the dogs because we also revisit these once a year when this crisis hits us. It is an absolute abhorrent shame that a country which is supposed to host the G20 starting 2 months from now has a capital that's like a gas chamber. It makes gas chambers look like kindergarten. And do we have any solution? No. Does the Supreme Court think of it to be important? Yes. But the Supreme Court has also given a date as November 10 for the hearing. I would urge the justices of our Supreme Court, where governance has failed, the courts need to step in. This is not a national crisis. It is a national air emergency. It is an air emergency which is killing our people. It is killing the old. It is putting children who are merely born on nebulizers. Is this the country you want for your children? Is this the country you want for your old and infirm? Is this the country we deserve? You talk about GDP. You talk about 5% largest economy. Where are you, you tell me? You can't breathe in Delhi. You can't breathe in the NCR. I don't really care if Qatar is responsible or Bhagwat Mann is responsible, or Kejriwal is responsible. It's time for Narendra Modi to step in like he did during the times of COVID. We need someone who will crack the whip. To hell with state powers. To hell with federal cooperation. To hell with federal, competitiveness. What kind of a country are we building?
Well,
people have to flee this country, flee the capital. People can't come. Tourism is being affected. I've been getting calls from hotel CEOs saying there are cancellations by the droves. People who are daily wages, Navika, they are daily wages in the real estate business. You've told them no work. You'll give them 5,000 rupees, and that will also never come. School-going children are told stay at home. You and I are told work from home. Private cars can't be on the road. Why? Because you don't know how to govern. Why? Because you didn't take cognizance of this problem in advance. Operation successful, patient dead. We are living under the most shameless times as far as governance is concerned. I'm glad, Navika, that you and Times Now have put this out on top. This is not about any political party. It is an absolute failure of the political establishment. I hate all political parties. But the fact is, you and I, Nalin, the Siddhartha gentleman, all the other panelists, they're seen. Did we really invite this kind of a life for ourselves? Did we really want to be born as completely lung infected and chest infected? I have a 3-year-old daughter. We had to move to Goa for her to study here because the doctors told me that if the girl is born in Delhi, within a month or 2 months, she'll be on a nebulizer. Is this the kind? But you're right. Some of us have the option, but there are many who don't. What happens to them? So let's stop playing politics.
Absolutely. And Ravi Srivastava, my question today, seriously, just like Suhail said, I don't care whether it is the Aam Aadmi Party or it is a party X, Y, Z. The air quality that we see around the national capital is not worth breathing. In fact, for the first time in my life, I have to actually depend on an inhaler. And many like me, I want to ask you, how long are we going to pass the buck? Because last year when I interviewed Mr. Arvind Kejriwal, he called the Punjab government names. And that video has been tweeted a zillion times by zillion people. And in that particular interview, Mr. Arvind Kejriwal said, "Ye Punjab ki galti hai." And today he says the whole of North India is to be blamed. Ravi Srivastava ji, air, breathing is the minimum that people in a city, in a state require. सांस तो लेने देगा कोई कि वो भी नहीं?
Navika, first of all, I am nowhere disagreeing with you. You have heard the entire PC done by Bhagwant Mann and Arvind Kejriwal. They said it clearly. Bhagwant Mann government is hardly 6 months old. And they are still trying to curb it, but they are not able to. Even Arvind Kejriwal has owned up. He has taken the responsibility on his shoulders. He has said it that, well, I am responsible.